welcome or welcome back to 4F Beauty. When will I be YouTube famous? I don't know. What I do know is someone who is far more YouTube famous than I is Paulina. I will link her channel down here. She is one of the beauty channels that I follow, and she is a lovely lady who, like myself, is not scared of chucking some colour on your face. Now, I've got a list of questions here because she started her own tag video. So, she called it the My Makeup Journey tag, and I liked the questions, so I thought I'd answer them. I will link all the questions down here as well, so that if you want to join in the fun and do your own video, you can do. Or just, let me know your answers in the comments section below. Right, question 1. How old were you when you started wearing makeup? When I was 10, I got my first proper, when I say proper makeup, it was actually Crayola makeup. So they have done this before, back in the 80s. Lipsticks shaped like the Crayola crayon, and they were, if I remember rightly, they were very, very greasy lipsticks. They used to come off ever so quickly. Nail polish, which you'd paint on, and once it was dry you could actually peel it off. You didn't have to use nail varnish remover. I don't remember there being eyeshadows, but there was a mascara. It was just a brown mascara, it wasn't black, it was just brown. So that was my first ever makeup when I was 10. The first makeup I bought for myself was a small, I say small, probably about the size. I'm just trying to see if I've got anything about the same sort of size. It was a palette probably about this big. Black plastic, quite cheap eyeshadows in it. And I had a little triple thing by Outdoor Girl, which was 2 blues and a pink, which I got from Boots, with the electric blue eyeliner and the electric blue mascara and the bright white pink lipstick. Princess Di had a lot to answer for. That was, gosh, that must have been 86-ish, 85, 86. I was about 11, 12. And I always remember I put my makeup on and I'd copied out of Smash Hits magazine. I think I'd copied, whose makeup did I copy? It wasn't 5 Star because they were black, and I wanted to follow a white tutorial for obvious reasons. I think it was Alison Moyet. No, it was Toya. It was Toya. Oh. And so, if ever you knew what Toya looked, if I can find a picture of Toya in the 80s, I'll put it up here. But I went ham with the blush, and I was, whoa, like you did in the 80s, but on 11, 12-year-old me, kind of looked a little bit wrong. And I was so proud of it, and my mum took one look at me, and I could see she wasn't happy, but I'm like, oh, Mum's just being a boring prude. So she went, let's go up and show Auntie Barbara how well you've done your face. I'm like, yeah, let's go and show her. And I walked in, and Auntie Barbara took one look, walked out the kitchen, came back in with a bar of Camo soap and went, go and wash your face, you look like a streetwalker. So yeah, that was my first sort of foray into makeup. Then I got into playing rugby and didn't really wear makeup much at all. Picked it up again probably late 80s, early 90s as I was leaving school. And again, that was like the Outdoor Girl trio, very much sort of like pink with blue at the edge. And I had one that was green, so I had yellow with green at the edge. Toenails. And then in the 90s, when I started work, a much more simpler look was coming in. Brown lipstick was definitely the thing in the 90s. I had about 6 different shades of brown lipstick. And I left school in 1990 when I was 16. So, God, that's so long ago. It's nearly 30 years ago now. Whew. I never really used to wear much makeup to work. Just concealer, powder, and a lip gloss usually. For going out, I had a single eyeshadow from a makeup boutique in town. It was quite expensive. I can't for the life of me remember the name of the company now though. And it was bronzy, sort of tigery colour. So I used to slap that on right up to the eyebrow because, brown lippy, lash into black mascara. I'd stopped using blush because I'd been scared off of it from the 80s. And that was my sort of going out look. Mid-90s I changed the brown lipstick for red, and for a long time my going out look was either brown or grey eyeshadow and bright red lipstick. So yeah, I didn't get into makeup like I am now until, I don't know, probably 2010. So yeah, about 8 years ago I got properly into makeup. Wow. Okay, question 2. Have you gone through any makeup phases you look back on now and think, what the was I doing? Yeah, there was the whole of the 80s with the blush and the blue and the... oh god, about 18 months ago I discovered eyebrow pomade. And to be honest, I started off okay, but then I got a little bit more confident with it, and I think all of us that have used pomade have gone through this. I ended up looking like somebody had attacked me with a Sharpie, but I thought it looked good. So, looking back now, and I'm like, ooh, yeah, no. Just no. 3, have you ever been in a makeup rut where you did the same look for a very long period of time? Well, yeah, I've kind of covered that in the first answer, didn't I? Sort of early 90s, it was either brown or grey, just straight up to the eyebrow, no shading, no definition, no nothing. Winged liner, mascara, and then bright red lip. I mean, I was known for a bright red lip. There was one turn that I went out. We'd been out during the day, and on the way home we're like, oh, let's just go to the pub for a quick drink. And because I'd gone in without my bright red lipstick on, they looked at me and they're like, are you not well? Are you okay? You don't have your red lipstick on. You alright? You're not feeling well? Do you need me to run you anywhere? All because I didn't have my red lipstick on because I was so known for it. Dear Lord. 4, what was your first high-end purchase? Estee Lauder Double Wear Foundation, which I still like now. Yeah, that was definitely my first high-end purchase, because I was then, and I still am really, of the mind that if your base looks good, stuff you put on top of it's going to look good. If you've got a crappy base, then you haven't got a hope in hell, no matter how expensive your eyeshadows are. If you haven't got a good base underneath them, it's not going to work. 5, what makeup item or items have you repurchased the most, and how long has it been in your rotation? Concealer. I've got very, very deep set eyes, to the point that no matter how much sleep I get, I've always got dark circles. So concealer is the type of product that I have purchased most often. Of the ones that I use now, probably this Maybelline Instant Age Rewind is the one that I've purchased the most regularly of. More recently, probably the Conceal and Define from Revolution. But if I'm heading out of the house and I haven't got time to do anything else, I will conceal the dark bags, put some powder on, and I'm out the door. And that for me is, but I have to cover up my dark circles because otherwise I look like a raccoon, which is not the look I'm going for. Well, apart from at Halloween. 6, what do your family and friends think of your makeup obsession? Hubby loves it. He comes in, he's like, "Oh right, what look did you go for today, darling?" And he tries to guess whether I've got high-end makeup on or cheaper makeup on. And he made actually a very interesting comment when I was going through different things. And he's like, "Oh, so makeup that's named after a person. So are you thinking like Pat McGrath, Natasha Denona, Kevin Aquan?" He goes, "Those ones are always more expensive than ones that are named after a company." And I sat there and I thought about it and I thought, do you know what? He's absolutely right. Clever man, my husband. My friends love it because they know that if there's a particular lipstick shade that they're looking for, they can come to me and I've probably got it that they can borrow. I know Lydia actually borrowed 2 lipsticks from me because she wanted a specific shade of pink when she was a bridesmaid at a wedding, and she borrowed Jeffree Star doll parts with Jouer's Citronade Rosé over the top, and that gave her the perfect shade of pink she was looking for. So my friends love it. I'm always getting questions from them. "Ange, how do I do this? Ange, how do I do that?" Or "Ange, have you tried this foundation? Is it any good?" Or "Ange, come on, review this. I need to know whether it's worth me buying or not." So I think my friends actually love it. It was them that encouraged me to start my YouTube channel. They're like, "Oh, for goodness sake, woman, will you just film with this stuff? Then we haven't got to keep bugging you. We can just go and look and see if you've done that foundation yet or not." So yeah, I think mostly they're quite happy with me doing it. Yeah, I think so. What or who inspires the way you do your makeup? Oh, that's a difficult one. I watched a lot of tutorials when I first got back into makeup about 8 years ago. I watched a lot of Tati for the basics on how to apply things, how to blend things. In terms of colour and being adventurous with colour, I don't know. Angelica Newquist and Paulina, who set this quiz, they both do fantastically bright, beautifully colourful eye looks, but I've only really followed them for about the last 18 months or so. To be honest, I think prior to that, Lydia encouraged me a lot because she was working at NYX and she'd send me swatches and going, "Oh my god, look at this eyeshadow palette, look at the pigmentation." I'd be like, "Ooh." So I think Lydia encouraged my interest, but I've always loved bright, colourful things. I've always been drawn to brighter colours. She said, wearing navy blue at the moment. Black yesterday, navy blue today. I don't know, I suppose as much as you follow tutorials, you kind of have to work out what works best for your face shape and your eye shape. For me, I've found that either a halo eye or a half cut crease or a full cut crease, or something similar to that, where I kind of do like a smoky look with a lighter colour on the lid or a shimmery colour on the lid or some glitter on the lid. For my eye shape, I found that works best. So I do that, but in varying colours. I love colours. I love putting colours together that you wouldn't necessarily think would work together. I spent 3 years working for a print and design company, and I was working with the designers and everything on different things that they were producing. And I used to love art when I was at school. I used to love playing with paints and mixing up pigments and seeing what colours worked together and what colours didn't. So I guess I don't know, I guess Tati and Nikki tutorials are where I learnt the techniques. Do you know what? Probably Jeffree Star helped a lot with the bright colours as well. But I think a lot of it comes from me loving bright colours and wanting to put colours together and wanting to experiment to see if colours work together. So that was a really difficult question. That shouldn't have been that difficult to answer. Describe your current makeup style in 3 words. Bright, colourful, fun. If you can think of 3 others that you would use, please be polite. Even if you don't like them, please still be polite. Then, do put your comments down there in the comment box for me. 9. What pushed you to start your YouTube channel? My friends. I was searching desperately for my Holy Grail foundation, drugstore foundation. I thought I'd found my high-end one. For my wedding day, I wore YSL Touche Éclat. I don't know if they changed the formula of that, but all of a sudden that started to make me itch when I was applying it, so I had to stop wearing that. SL Order Double Wear I've loved for years and years and years and years and years. But I was looking for a cheaper option, a drugstore option. So I've probably got about 60 different foundations, and my mates were like, Ange, why don't you do your own YouTube channel? You've got enough eyeshadow palettes, you've got enough foundations, you've got enough lipsticks. It'd help us because I want to be able to do my makeup the way you do your makeup. And I mean, a lot of times I've gone around friends' houses and actually given them like one-on-one tutorials kind of thing on how to blend, how to layer, how to choose your colours. And they're like, oh God, if you had a channel, I could just play this back whenever I was getting ready to go out for an evening. So yeah, my friends kind of encouraged me to do it. And I'm really glad they did because I actually really enjoy talking to myself in the kitchen. Yeah. Do you think you'll still be on YouTube in 3 years' time from now? The amount of makeup I've got, probably. If YouTube still exists, if I'm still finding it fun, and if you all still want to watch me, then yeah, I think I'll still be on YouTube. It's a good outlet for my creativity, and if I'm helping any of you, then that's even better. Right, there we go. That is Paulina's makeup tag. So, as I said, I will put the questions down there. I will link Paulina's channel down there and her video so you can see what her answers were. It would be awesome if you did this. If you've got a YouTube channel, tag me. Give me the link in there so I can come and watch you. If you've got Instagram, tag me on Instagram so that I can just see your answers. Or if you haven't got any of those things, then just answer the questions for me. I would be really interested to find out your stories, having told you some of mine. Right, I hope you found this fun. I hope you want to join in the game and do your own version of this tag. If you liked it, it'd be great if you'd hit that like button for me. Comment, share, subscribe. When you subscribe, don't forget to ring my bell. Ring my bell. And then you get told every time I upload another one of these videos. Make sure that you choose all notifications and not just some. Talking of other videos, you want to go and watch another one now, don't you? You know you do. You know you want to go and watch another one right now. I know you know that I know that you know. That's getting very confusing. I have lots to choose from, so if you do want to go and watch another video, that would be absolutely awesome. If not, and you have to get on with school work, picking the kids up, going shopping, whatever, hope you have an absolutely fantastic day. All that remains for me to say is you'll stay fabulous now, and I'll see you next time. Bye for now.